You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of ABK Media Group, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County every day at 9 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and everybody around the world listening to the show. Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. It's a beautiful overcast day here in Gwinnett County. Right now, it's about 72 degrees, going up to a high of about 86 with a 40% chance of rain. So we got a little bit of rain coming today, but we pretty much had rain pretty much all weekend. Man, I had a busy weekend this weekend. I broadcast live from the Get Connected Parent Expo for about 3 or 4 hours on Saturday, and my voice is still raspy. My throat's a little sore, actually. I did a lot of talking. Got some great interviews from some entrepreneurs that were there, some community leaders that were there, state leaders that were there. So if you get a chance, if you missed this weekend, because I normally don't broadcast on Saturdays, but I was hired to come out and broadcast on location from this event, and I'm really glad I got a chance to participate. It was a great event, bringing awareness to depression and mental health. And it was at a time when on a Friday morning, I think it was Friday morning. We got the bad news about the Kennedy girl who passed away, and she committed suicide. So depression is real. And the more attention we can bring to the problem, hopefully we can help save more lives. So Monica Douglas Davis, who's a therapist, sponsored that event. It was a great event. She gave away book bags. She gave away swag bags. And she had a great group of people there just for people to come in and talk to. And it was so funny. Not funny, but this woman came in. And she came straight to me. And I don't know why she came to me, but she was looking for help for somebody who was depressed. And I had to point into Monica's direction, like, hey, you need to talk to Monica. She's a therapist, but there's other therapists here that can help you as well. So, the event was a great success. It was Monica's first event, and it went off really well, and I was happy to be a part of that event. I'm happy she hired me to come out and talk to the entrepreneurs who were there, because she had vendors there from all around the county and DeKalb County as well, who were selling their goods, but she also had therapists there. She had community leaders. She had government leaders there, and I got a couple of interviews with a community leader who is also a government leader. I mean, it was just a great event, so I'm happy to have the opportunity to participate in that. But I had a busy weekend, man. That was long, and I did, I want to say I did 7 or 8 interviews, but you got to go and listen to my interviews with the brother and sister. So I interviewed them separately. They're 8 and 9 years old. Both of them are entrepreneurs, and the little young guy, Caden is an author, and Caden has a financial coloring book. It's so cute. I'm talking about really, really cute. He has a financial coloring book for kids to show them how to save money. And I bought the book and the coloring book because I wanted to support them. And then his sister, Kennedy, she got kidnapped, and when she was 7 years old, and she started she got a product called K-Lock, and she got kidnapped from school, but it was unintentional. But here's the thing. What if it had been intentional? But it was an unintentional kidnapping. There's 2 Kennedys in the school, and they picked her up instead of the other Kennedy. And when they took her to the location and put her in this room and gave her some snacks, the woman who picked her up realized I got the wrong Kennedy. So she was unintentionally kidnapped, but she started a company called K-Lock. And so it's a great story. Check out how 2 little 8 and 9 years old. I was like, amazing. So I got some great interviews. There was a woman there. Her name was Lisa Bush. Lisa was phenomenal. So if you get a chance to listen to her, she was phenomenal. I wanted to talk to her more, but she came at the end of the show, and there was so many vendors there, and I could only talk to so many. But Lisa came towards the end of the show, and when I tell you she's a firecracker and a powerhouse, she was. I mean, her story was amazing. She was a gang member, she went to prison, and now she is just out doing great things in the community as a businesswoman and a minister and a speaker and an author. So check out those past interviews from this weekend, this Saturday, because I did those live on location. Some of them you're going to hear a lot of noise because remember, I was on location live at an expo. So you're going to hear a little bit of background noise, but I think you'll be able to hear the interviews pretty well. All right, so we're going to move on over to horoscopes brought to us by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Today is August 5th. I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my nephew Damir. He's turning 19 today. Happy birthday, buddy. Hope you have a great day. It's his birthday, y'all. Show him some love. And it's also I think it's National Oyster Day or something. My intention was to go back and look at the national holiday calendar, and probably knowing me and following those national holidays, National Oyster Day probably was yesterday. So just in case it was between the day and yesterday, one of these days is National Oyster Day. All right, we're going to jump right on in with our horoscope. Today we're going to kick it off with Aries. Aries, your ability to put a deal together will surprise others. Those you live with may be experiencing problems. It's doubtful anyone will try to stand in your way or cut you off at the pass a day. All right, listen, put a deal together. Sometimes people don't know who you are until you show up. So people may be looking at you, Aries, and thinking that you ain't really got that much to offer. And you put this deal together, it's going to surprise some people. Sometimes surprises are good. Taurus, you can learn a great deal more if you listen rather than rant and rave. That means shut your mouth, Taurus. Secret affairs will only lead to heartache. I always say this. If it's a secret, it's probably a problem. So if you don't want any heartache today, Taurus, leave the secret affairs alone and move on. You will learn easily if you put forth an effort. Learn something new, and leave the secret affairs alone. It's not going to be good for the heart. It's going to cause a heartache. All right, Gemini. You can gain distinction. However, it may be far for the wrong reasons. You can elaborate on creative ideas and get involved in groups that relate to the arts. You will have to control the way you feel. Listen, if you're going to gain distinction in the wrong way for the wrong reasons, I would say don't do it. Your reputation will follow you wherever you go. One of the things I love, and I think I mentioned this last week, Grease, on Grease 2. I'm sure I did because I remember talking about it. But Grease 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. Saturday Night Live. Like those two movies I watch over and over again. It's so crazy. But Johnny and Gooch and all those guys inside the movie, they go to Michael to do their homework for them, their essay papers. And every time they go to pay him, they say, listen, keep this a secret. I got a rep to protect. All right. Gemini, you got a rep to protect. So if your distinction is coming from something that's not good, think about your reputation. I had to tell that story again. All right, Cancer, spend some time with people who can shed some light on your personal situation. You will be appreciated for the competence you exhibit and for taking on responsibilities. Don't get upset about situations you can't change. Listen, Cancer. If it's something that you can't change, let it go. And people dwell on stuff all the time that they just have no control over, and it just ruins their day. For some people, it ruins their life. If you can't change it, don't worry about it. And I know that it's easier said than done, but I'm telling you. Let me read the serenity prayer for you real quick. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You heard that? That's what the serenity prayer means. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's the serenity prayer. Think about that today, Cancer. I want to just put that out there. Leo, if you've been under stress and worrying about older members of the family, it's time to come to terms with the situation. Someone left a real mess for you to shift through. Your partner will blow situations out of proportion. Oh my goodness. Listen, somebody left a mess for you to sift through. Go ahead, get it done. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it if it's there right now, Leo. Just go ahead and sift through it and straighten it out. Because you can. Leos can do that thing. Virgo, you need time to make things better. Changes in your self-image will be to your benefits as long as you don't overpay. You can get ahead if you work diligently behind the scenes. Sometimes you don't need to be in front to make some real progress. I'm a behind the scenes kind of person. However, I'm a real behind the scenes kind of person. You wouldn't think so, right? Because I'm out there on video and I'm on podcasts, but I would like to be behind the scenes. But here's what I realized: sometimes you got to step into the spotlight, and that was me. I tried to hide behind things for the longest times. All right, listen, we're gonna go to a song, and I'm gonna come back and bring you more of the horoscopes brought to us by astrologer Micah Thyssen right here on the Good Morning Gwinnett show. Stay tuned.
Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long, want you. Watch all night, 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 watch all night. Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Baby, now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love. All night. Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long.
Welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to us by astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. You can enjoy your involvement in organizations that make charitable contributions. Don't turn down an invitation or a challenge that could enhance your chances of meeting someone special. Travel will be in your best interest. Take some time off. I know the kids went back to school today for some folks, but if you can, take some time off. It'll be in your best interest to do a little bit of traveling. Scorpio, don't put all your cash in one place. Don't agree to make any of the cosmetic alterations you've been considering. Your charm will attract members of the opposite sex. Put on the charm today, Scorpio. You want to attract some new love. All right now. Sagittarius, you will find that friends or relatives may not understand your needs. Your partner could make you angry if they steal your thunder or embarrass you in front of others. Rewards for past good deeds will highlight your day. Man, the one thing I hate is being embarrassed. So I feel you, Sag. I feel you on that. You know, try to control the anger, though, because don't add to the embarrassment. They make you embarrassed. You just kind of like laugh it off. And when you get home, yeah, it goes down. I hate being embarrassed. Capricorn, don't make a move. Your confusion has caused this dilemma, and you are best to back away and reassess the situation. You will easily capture the interest of those you talk to. You could experience unusual circumstances and meet eccentric individuals. Okay, sounds like some mystery in your day-to-day, Capricorn. And experience unusual circumstances. I hope those are good. And meet some eccentric individuals. All right. Aquarius, you have insight. Travel is evident, but be cautious while in transit. You will be moody and react poorly to issues concerning your mate. Ooh, okay. That's all I got. That pretty much sums it up right there, Aquarius. And Pisces, my fellow fish, Your magnetic, outgoing personality would capture hearts. Oh, that's nice to know. You need to spend time getting to know this person all over again. I don't know who that is. You will be misinterpreted if you get involved in other people's problems. Listen, I'm going to mind my business, and I suggest you, fellow fish, do the same. I don't want to be misinterpreted, so I'm going to get into anybody's problems. I'm going to mind my business today. So I'm just going to thank you, universe, and thank you, Micah, for telling me that. Even if I feel like I need to voice my opinion, my mind, my business. All right, so that's all the horoscopes I got for you today, brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thies, and I'll be back again tomorrow to tell you what's going on in the stars with you. But right now, let's go on to some news. I want to send my condolences to the families, to all the families that were affected by the shootings over the weekend, senseless shooting. I think I had reported something like this last week, and it's sad that I got to come back and say this again. It's really sad. I mean, I really don't know what's on people's minds right now. I try to put out good energy in the universe and think positive, but it's a sad situation when you see somebody going to a concert or to a festival or to the mall, and they don't come out alive. They were just doing happy, fun things, and then you got somebody who is just evil or sick, and they just go in there and just take people's lives and injure people. It's a sad thing. So my condolences, my heartfelt condolences go out to the families who were affected this weekend and last week for the senseless shootings that took place here in our country. And it's a sad day. Like, we need to be doing something about that. While we talking about a stupid wall, what about these people that's just dropping people like flies because they can go into a gun shop and buy a gun and then just go and cut fences and walk into the mall and just spray people? I think that's a sad situation. And this has been going on for a while now, and I don't think enough attention is being paid to this issue. Like, you're losing kids, you're losing people's lives. Like, people, it's like we're in war. We're at war with our own self. We got kids here, and these are young people doing this. It's not old people. These are like young. Like, why do they have so much hate in their hearts? You know, the guy in El Paso, he said he just wanted to kill as many Mexicans as possible. Why? What did those people do to you? Nothing. It is crazy. But you have so much hate in your heart that you just want to take somebody's life. And you think that's a good thing? It's not a good thing. You know, you're going to burn in hell. Hey, it's a family show, but it's the truth. You know, and I feel so bad for all of the people that lost family members. And I feel so sad for all the people that were injured. So my condolences go out to those people. And I know that, you know, they're probably feeling really bad right now. So the people that did these crimes, I hope they get everything that they got coming to them. Everything they have coming to them. Everything. They got to make it right with God. If they even believe, how could you believe in God and be so evil? I don't get it. But anyway, let's move on, y'all, because it's a pretty sad thing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to a song because these stories, right? I don't like to talk about bad news, but I have to give my condolences when these things happen. You know, I feel sad because you never know. You never know what somebody would hate in their heart or mental illness is going to pop up. You know, you want to go shopping, and me and my daughter was at the mall on Friday, you know, and thank God we were able to walk out alive, but somebody went to a mall and did not. Somebody went to a mall and is going to be suffering with post-traumatic stress forever because they got shot or they were just there. You understand what I'm saying? It's sad. We need to figure out what can we do about this. We really do. It's a sad occasion. We're in America, and we have more gun violence probably than anybody, and it's a sad thing. All right, I'm going to go to a song, and then I'm going to come back and start some news.
You said that you needed me. Like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know my depth, even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm like a late night with someone that I knew. I just hope you won't get hurt. I just hope you've been through worse. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the light, don't wanna pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the light, don't wanna pick a fight with it. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you a daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So today is the first day back to school for some people, for some kids. I think next week, a couple of days later, some more people. But listen, today is the first day back, so you may want to just make sure you're looking out for the traffic, because traffic patterns change when kids go to school. And speaking of traffic pattern changes, Ridgeway Road in Duluth will be closed to traffic from Hill Street to the edge of Ridgetown Place Road for sewer manhole installation. This is going to be from August the 1st for the next 2 weeks. The crews will be there to complete depending on the weather conditions. A section of Ridgeway Road will remain closed during these 2 weeks. Local traffic will access the area from Park Ridge Lane to Ridgetown Place Road. So make sure that you are cognizant of that, of the detours, as school is back in. So the traffic patterns are going to be a little bit different, a little bit more hectic. You know how our traffic is here in Metro Atlanta. And then you got some road closing in Duluth. So make sure that you pay attention to all that stuff, because you want to make sure you leave early enough so you don't have to be driving so crazy and fast to get to where you got to go because you left late. Then you ran into a detour. So I'm just telling you to be cognizant, because you know that school is back in and the traffic is going to pick up because of that. All right. So last Wednesday, Commissioner Marlene Foscue had this panel discussion about the program 287G, and apparently it did not go down well. There was some hesitation for some people to participate, because there was a gentleman who was a part of an organization that they just felt like it is he's anti-immigrant altogether, and he isn't, but they're saying he is. So some groups didn't participate. So the Federal Immigration Enforcement Program, known as 287G, it gives the program is divisive. That's the problem. So, and the sheriff here has decided to, sign on to the program again this year, and they felt like, a lot of people feel like it's very divisive. It makes immigrants afraid to step up and say, hey, I need help because of it, because they feel like they're going to be sent back to wherever they came from. So it allows deputies with the Gwinnett Sheriff's Department to flag and hold detainees for immigration authorities. So people are afraid of that. And so, there are some groups that say, we're gonna fight against this. So the advocacy group Agents for American Advancing Justice announced it wasn't going to participate because of, D.A. King, who was a panel that was appointed by Sheriff Butch Conway. And so D.A. King is apparently a huge activist, and he is a self-described proud American nationalist, and the president of the Marietta-based Dustin Emmons Society, which is named for a Woodstock teenager who died in a car crash and with an undocumented immigrant in 2000. So he's a nationalist, and they felt like they didn't want to share a panel with him because of his, his views on how he is, and they felt like that was very racist. They felt like it was a racist move on the sheriff's behalf to bring him, and the sheriff is saying, he is very versed in immigration. That's why he invited him. And, they wanted to get both sides. When Commissioner Foscue put this event together, she wanted to give both sides, the pros and the cons. And so the way to get that is to have both sides talk about it. So there were people that were there talking about it, but it was some pushback from some groups that say, we're not gonna share a panel with D.A. King. And so they declined. Project South was one of those organizations that declined. They didn't want to be a part of anything that he was going to be part of. I think they should have. Me personally, I think they should have shown up at the table, because you don't have a voice at the table if you don't show up. That's my opinion. So if Commissioner put this together and she wanted to bring both sides to the table to talk about it, then why would you not show up? So that's just my opinion. I would have shown up. If that's something I'm fighting for, I would have shown up. I would not have declined, because one person it's a bunch of people all around you that's racially, unracially sensitive and racist and all that kind of stuff. So I would have showed up. That's just my opinion. If you want to read the rest of that story, you can go to ajc.com and click on the Gwinnett tab for our community, and it's there. It's a long story. I can't read the whole story to you guys, but it's a long story. So Norcross wants to know if people living in apartments are interested in home ownership. So Live Norcross is in the process of surveying apartment residents to assess interest in home ownership, quality of neighborhoods, and to obtain residents' opinions of the Norcross community. The initiative organizers are conducting interviews of apartment residents. They did them yesterday. So they want to know, are you interested in being a homeowner? Now, some people don't want to be a homeowner. They just don't. They did this survey. It's going to be interesting to find out what the outcome of that was. Some people don't want to be a homeowner because they know that being a homeowner is a lot of work, right? It's a lot. It's a proud moment to be a homeowner, but for some people, it's like, okay, so if something breaks, I'm responsible for it. Yep, that's exactly what it means. You're responsible for everything: the taxes, the repair, the maintenance, everything, the upkeep of your property. If you live in an HOA, if you live in a subdivision, you gotta be responsible for your property outside the house, because if you live in an HOA like the one I live in, they are bulldogs on making sure you stay the code, you stay up to the regulations of the county, of the subdivision. So just know that, some people don't want it. It's like, you know what, I don't need the aggravation. I don't want to have to cut the grass. I don't want to have to do any of that stuff. And so they choose to live in apartments. And I understand that. I've lived in both. So I get it. Because when you live in a rented place, you don't have all the responsibility. The only responsibility you have is to pay. They don't care if your house is filled most of the time, and or you don't have to cut the grass. And if you live up north, you ain't got to shovel the snow. But when you are a homeowner, oh my God, when we were living in, our driveway was really long, and we would park our cars in the back. The garage was at the back of the house, so the driveway was extremely long because our garages were in the back. And whenever it snowed, we had to shovel the whole entire driveway to get the cars out of the driveway. And so, but here's the problem. So sometimes we would shovel the snow, right, and get the cars out, and the houses were so close together, like if the car slide, you could run into somebody's house, either yours or the person next to you. So you had to make sure that the driveway was clean, right? And so sometimes we would clean the driveway off and come back. If it's a little bit, by the nighttime it's frozen. Now we can't get back in the driveway because it's ice. You got to go up the hill a little bit to get in the driveway, but it's ice in the driveway. So now we got to go get salt and then salt the driveway down. Home ownership it's a privilege. It's a privilege, right? But just be prepared. When we first bought our house in Maplewood, we bought the house. We were so excited. I'm telling you, it must have been about 3 days later. Had to be. We went to Walmart and we came home and it was water. As soon as we opened the front door, it was water pouring down right at the front door. We were like, what the heck? A pipe had burst. We had been in about 3 days, literally. That was our responsibility. The homeowners were gone. Who sold it to us? They was in Connecticut somewhere, Boston, and that was our responsibility now. About a couple months later, our basement flooded. 2 feet of water. I was like, unbelievable. That was our responsibility now. Because it rained. It rained so hard. And when it rained that hard, the basement flooded. Crazy, I'm telling you. But it's a privilege. So I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I can understand why some people may not want a home. For me, owning a home is great. It's a great way to build. It's a great investment. I'm all about investments and progress and entrepreneurship and leaving a legacy and generational wealth. I'm all about that stuff. And for me, being a business owner and owning real estate is the quickest way to do that. All right, listen. All right, there's an Italian manufacturer that's going to open up a facility in Buford, and it's going to bring 140 new jobs. Yes. So Rivacold, which manufactures refrigeration systems, which are used in a variety of industries, is planning to create 140 jobs at its new $5 million facility that's going to be opening in Buford. Now, here I go. I'm on my soapbox again. They're going to be bringing 140 new jobs. Make sure your resume is tight. Make sure all the gaps are filled in. Make sure your background is clean. Make sure you got the proper ID. Make sure you have everything you need. So when Rivacold comes to Gwinnett County, to Buford, you may want to apply to one of those jobs. Now, I don't know exactly when that jobs are going to be opening up, but if I were you, I would go and research the company, see what type of company it is. I know they do refrigeration, but is there a skill that you can acquire before they come and start the job hiring process? Is there some skill that you can go to Gwinnett Tech or some other technical school and get before they come and start doing the hiring process? Because that's going to look good on your resume. It's going to show some initiative, and you could possibly have a great job with a good company. So make sure you do that. Resume needs to be tight, all gaps filled in. Your ID needs to be tight, and your background needs to be tight. I was talking to Michael Belly from the Department of Georgia Health and Human Services. He was one of the people at the event on Saturday, and he was telling me that there are a lot of services that they offer, and one of the services is expungement. So if you have like a misdemeanor, chances are you can get that expunged, and what that means is that they can take that off your record. Like that won't appear on any of your applications when you go apply for a job. So when they say, have you ever been arrested for anything, I think it gives you the opportunity to say no, because it's not on your record anymore, because it's a misdemeanor. If you have a felony, they won't expunge a felony, but if you have a low class misdemeanor, I think they will. And he was saying that, so do what you got to do to make sure that you are okay when it's time for these jobs. Jobs are coming. They're pouring in. Amazon bringing 1,000, 140. I think I talked about a company that was bringing 340. The jobs are coming, but you got to be in a position to be able to apply for the job so you can and get the job. Like if you don't have necessary skills, get some new skills. I talk about that all the time. We're in the best time ever to learn something. You can learn pretty much anything. There was a young lady my daughter was telling me about. She does hair, right? Never went to hair school. She learned everything on YouTube. There was another young lady who does nails, right? Never went to cosmetology school, but she went on YouTube and watched a bunch of videos and learned how to do nails. Now both of them have a really booming hair and nail business, making good money. Like my daughter took a class with one of these young ladies. The class was like $180, I think, or something. Because my daughter has her own business called Crowns by Dolly. And she took the class, but there were like 25 or 30 people in the class. The chick made $6,000 on giving a class on how to put some color in somebody's hair. She never went to school. She learned on YouTube. That was just on that part. That's not the business you do on a daily basis. So what I'm saying is that there are opportunities for you to learn, but you got to want to learn. Go out there, udemy.com, right? That's a place you can go and learn pretty much anything. Udacity, udacity.com. That's UDACITY. If you want to learn how to do something new, go to Udacity, especially in the tech space. Google has a lot of free trainings on there that you can add to your resume. Make your resume look nice so you can be competitive when you go out and apply for these jobs. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to push it out there. There are companies coming here. They're bringing jobs. If you want a good job, here's the opportunity for you to get it. But you got to have your stuff tight. You just have to. So Rivacold will be joining that booming manufacturing right here in our state. And everybody's excited about that, especially Governor Brian Kemp, because he wants to create hardworking Georgians He want to create work opportunities for these people, and that's what he's doing. That's what we're doing here in Gwinnett County. So I'm sharing this with you, and I'm always going to talk about companies that are coming here bringing jobs, always. But I'm telling you that in order to be competitive, because it's a competitive market out there, you got to have your stuff tight. You have to have it tight. It's no other way. And you can get it tight. Take classes. Gwinnett Tech got classes over there, certification programs. You know, you can go over there and get certified. Just classes in general. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be back to bring you more of the rundown about what's going on in Gwinnett County right here on the Gwinnett Show.
Waking up the street, I just want you all to hear it. Waking up the street, I just want you all to hear it.
I like to move real close after waking up. Mesmerized by your breathing, how you're holding on. Remember the day we first met and the love we found. Dancing in the darkness, I won't let you run. In your arms, I can't get close enough. When you're around, I get butterflies that never stop. And I know that you're the only one. I should give you credit, waiting by the phone. I miss you, but this time I know the feeling. You want me and I'm happy to be waiting. When the light is out, nowhere to be found. I'll just close the door and go for a closer run. Closer run, closer run, closer run. By the time you give me some sun. Closer run, closer run. I approached you with the loaded gun. Didn't know that you were carrying a similar one. But all the pain blew away like a bolt spray in the sun. In your arms, I can't get close enough. When you're around, I've got butterflies that never stop. And I know that I'm the only one. I should give you credit, waiting by the phone. I miss you, but this time I know the feeling. You want me and I'm happy to be waiting. When the light is out, nowhere to be found. I'll just lock the door and go for a closer run. Closer run, closer run, closer run. By the time you give me some sun. Closer run, closer run.
Welcome back to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So the Gwinnett County Police Department is accepting applications for the next Citizens Police Academy. Yes. They're going to be meeting, the class is going to be 6:30 to 8:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays, evenings starting September the 3rd through October the 24th. So if you're interested in going through the Citizens Academy, Police Academy, this is your opportunity to do so. You got to make the commitment though, y'all. I did the Gwinnett Citizens Academy 101. It was an amazing experience. I would tell anybody to take these academies. They're free, which I think is amazing. They're free. And so you get to learn a lot. This is going to be just for the police department, which you spend all your time learning that system, especially if you're thinking about becoming a police officer. If that was ever a thought in your mind, this is an opportunity for you to get a free internship for like 4 weeks at the Gwinnett Police Department. So according to Gwinnett County Police Department, the mission of the Citizens Academy is to create and develop a growing nucleus of responsible, well-informed citizens who want to learn more about the police department. Topics include crime prevention, communications, 911, criminal investigations, gangs, K9 SWAT, crime scene investigations, aviation hazardous disposal units, accident investigation unit, DUI enforcement, active threats, emergency vehicle operations, and traffic enforcement and use of force. There is a lot that's going to be covered. This is an opportunity for you to learn how these things work, especially if you're thinking about becoming an officer. Especially if you are thinking about becoming a police officer, this is a great opportunity for you to take this class, right? So if you want to do so, you can go to www.tinyurl.com/Gwinnett Police Academy. I want to spell this out. www.tiny, U as in under, R as in Robert, L as in Libra, .com/Gwinnett Police Academy. Go there and get your application and fill it out. The deadline is August the 30th. So, got to get in before August the 30th. That's the deadline cutoff. Also, you can email completed applications to policevolunteers@GwinnettCounty.com or mail it to P.O. Box 602. That's Lawrenceville, Georgia 30046. If you have questions about this, you can call Corporal Colin Flynn. And he's at, you can email Corporal Colin Flynn. He's at Colin.Flynn, that's FLYNN, @GwinnettCounty.com. That's Colin, COLLIN .FLYNN @GwinnettCounty.com. Colin, COLLIN .FLYNN @GwinnettCounty.com. Check out the academy. I think you'll like it. I love Gwinnett Academy. Gwinnett Citizen Academy 101. It was a 10-week program. It was free. I got a chance to meet some amazing people, which I thought was great, so I really enjoyed myself. All right, so Steve Collins, Adults Protecting Children. There's a workshop today from 12 to 1, and it's going to be hosted by Mr. Steve Collins, who is a regional prevention coordinator for the Georgia Center for Child Advocacy. In his role as a prevention coordinator, he helps establish and sustain countywide child sexual abuse prevention initiatives. The goal of the initiatives is to train 5% of the adult population in each county how to prevent, recognize, and react responsibly to a child who have been sexually abused. Oh my God, that's so sad. But at least we got somebody like Steve out there who is actually, telling people what we need to be doing. So if you want to take part in that event, that's today from 12 to 1 o'clock. It's going to be at the Garden Plaza, and that's located at 230 Collins Industrial Boulevard right here in Lawrenceville. The telephone number, if you have a question, is 770-236-8333. Again, that number is 770-236-8333. And this is hosted by the Rotary Club of Lawrenceville. So thank you to the Rotary Club of Lawrenceville for hosting such an event. We need it. And thank you to Mr. Steve Collins. Let's give them a round of applause, y'all. People helping people, and this is really a serious issue. You want to make sure that we got people doing great things, and he's doing that's a great program. I think it's wonderful. And thank you to the Rotary Club again for bringing him on to do such a program. Yep. Inclusion and empowerment, high impact, high returns on your investment. There's an event today. It started today. It runs through August 29th. It's about learning how to. It's a private breakfast club seminar on key trends on the frontier of venture capital investing. So, I just got this today. It started today. It runs for 2 hours, 8:30 to 10:30, but it runs through the 29th. So even if you miss today, you may still be able to get in. It's held at the Atlanta Tech Park, located at 107 Technology Parkway Northwest, and that's in Peachtree Corners. It's going to be offered a complimentary breakfast, free parking, dress business casual, no cost for foundations or family offices to attend. So if you're a foundation or if you have a family office, this is free for you. But if you're outside of that realm, it's $59 to attend. I would like to have gone to this. Yeah. And it's about learning how to get venture capital money and what to do with it. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. You can still make it for the next 30 minutes just to get the information. They don't have information here on how you can contact them except for attending the event. And then again, it's at Atlanta Tech Park, 107 Technology Parkway Northwest, and that's in Peachtree Corners. It's over at 10:30 today, so if you listen to the sound of my voice and you're interested in this, you can go. If not, you can go. It's going to be all the way through the 29th. And the company that's doing this is called Valor Ventures. Valor, VALOR Ventures. You can probably look up their website and get more information about them. And it's called Inclusion and Empowerment, High Impact, High Returns Investing Trends. Yep, it's going to be at the research presentation at Atlanta Tech Park. All right. That sounds very interesting. Unfortunately, I'm on the air that time of the day. Unfortunately. There's a hiring event coming up. Listen, here I go again. More jobs. There's a hiring event coming up. Invitations only by Eclipse Gaming. Meet face-to-face with recruiters and hiring managers to apply for the following positions. So Eclipse Gaming is having a hiring event that's going to be that ends today at 3 o'clock. And so they are looking for marketing specialists, game designer, software engineer, senior artist, mathematician, lead artist, lead software engineer, principal software engineer, and core software engineer. The company is called Eclipse Gaming. So if you're interested in that, go visit their website. Go visit talentcareerfairs.com and look up Eclipse Gaming. They got a career day today and it ends at 3 o'clock. So if you can do any of those jobs right there, marketing specialist, a game designer, a software engineer, a senior artist, a mathematician, a lead artist, lead software engineer, principal software engineer, and core software engineer. Eclipse Gaming is looking for you. They're having a job fair that ends today at 3 o'clock. But in order for you to get access to that, you have to go to the website that's hosting this, talentcareerfairs.com, and contact them, and they'll give you the information about this job fair. It ends at 3 o'clock, but you want to get on over there. Again, make sure your stuff is tight. Don't go there half-stepping. Don't do it. All right. Top Shelf Toastmasters meeting is today at 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. at Unity Atlanta Church, located at 3597 Park Lane in Peachtree Corners. So if you are interested in honing your speaking skills, your presentation skills, your interviewing skills, Toastmasters is probably a good place for you to start and help you get it all together, get your speaking together. If you're interested in becoming a speaker, international speaker, Toastmasters is an international company, and they hold these events around Gwinnett County, around the world actually. There are like 357,000 Toastmasters members that meet regularly in 16,000 clubs across 143 countries. So there's a lot of you guys out there. But today, we're talking about Unity Atlanta Church. So if you want to learn how to speak, you want to just be around some people doing some great things and honing their skills, you can go visit them. It's a free event, 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. Unity Atlanta Church, 3597 Parkway Lane, Peachtree Corners. I got a job from going to one of those events. I talk about that all the time. I went to a Toastmasters meeting and I walked out with a job. That's not why I went. I went there to work on my presentation skills and walked out with a job. And I was excited about that, especially when they told me it was going to be like an entrepreneur type job. I was like, yes. It wound up being the most depressing job. Well, maybe not. Yeah. It was the most depressing job I ever held. It made me sick. I actually got sick and had to go in the hospital. I think it was from stress. But anyway. All right. On to something fun. You want to learn how to salsa and do some bachata? All right. Dance Studio is having a class tonight. It's for beginners all the way up to those who already know how to do it. It's from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you want to dance the cha-cha, the slide, the salsa, you got beginners classes starting at 8 o'clock. Intermediate classes starting at 9 o'clock. If you want to take one class, it's $20 a person. If you want to take two classes, $35. If you want to take 5 classes, it's $70. And if you want to take 10 classes, it's $125. It's going to be located at Dancing for Fun Dance Studio, 6025 Peachtree Parkway, and that's in Peachtree Corners. If you got questions about that, you can go to www.dancing4fun.com, dancing4fun.com, or just give them a call at 678-304-7D, 4F, or 678-304-7343, 678-304-7343. 3, if you want to learn how to dance salsa. I think salsa is such a sexy. I would like to do that. My back and knees might make me feel better. I'm telling you, man, I had sitting in those little chairs for 4 hours. That was a little painful. All right, guys, I'm going to go to my last song of the day. Then I'm going to come back and wrap it up with my inspiration for the day. Stay tuned.
Say something meaningful. Say something I don't know. I wanna know you better. The way that you talk to me, the way that you make me feel. I don't know if you're real. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. And it's like you're untouchable. Like you're untouchable. Don't you know? You know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. I'll sing until my lungs give out. You're beautiful. Crazy. Oh, I just want you now. I wanna hold you close. Don't wanna take it slow. Oh, I just want you now. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Wanna put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. And it's like you're untouchable. Like you're untouchable. Don't you know? You know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. I'll sing until my lungs give out. You're beautiful. Baby, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Baby, you're beautiful. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night, all night. I'll sing until my lungs give out. You're beautiful.
Welcome back. Good morning, Gourmet. Listen, that's all I got for you today, guys. But before I go, I want to give you a little bit of inspiration to get your day. It is Monday. I know for some of you, it's like, oh my God, it's Monday. For some of us, it's like, oh my God, thank God it's Monday. So, you know, I'm one of those thank God it's Monday kind of people because my weekends are pretty much tied up. And Sundays I normally take off, but I had my baby yesterday, which is my grandbaby. And so I didn't have my Sundays like I normally do because normally I take Sundays off. I try not to work on Sundays. So if I do anything, it's very limited. That's my day of reflection. That's my day of refreshing and renewing. And so Mondays, I'm already like, yes, it's Monday. Because then I get to come back and implement all the stuff that I've thought through over the weekend because I had a time to just stop and relax. But anyway, my inspiration of the day is this. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Let me say that again. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Everything around you that you see that's not naturally here by God began with somebody that dreamt it up. Just think about that for a second. Look at the things that I'm talking on this microphone. Somebody had a dream for that. I'm using a laptop. Somebody had a dream for that. There's some muscle milk sitting on my desk, which is a protein shake. Somebody had a dream for that. I got Bluetooth headphones. Somebody had a dream for that. I got a cardboard with my vision written on it behind my computer. Somebody had a dream for that. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. What's your great dream? And don't be afraid to step out on it. Like whatever it is. I got the opportunity to interview Kennedy Harris she's a 9-year-old that I talked about. And she had invented K-Lock, which I thought was amazing. And she had a doll called Sugar Baby. And I had to buy one of the dolls for my grandbaby because I was like, oh, she's so cute. She had a little African outfit. But she is 9 years old and she has a dream. And that's a great dreamer. Now I'm expecting to see K-Lock everywhere. The dolls are already in one of the stores down here. I said to her, I invented a doll. So I had to tell her my little story about inventing the first plus-size fashion doll. Which I did, a line of plus-size fashion dolls. I invented the first one. And it was an idea that God gave me one day. I was sitting at work. And I was like, that was the craziest thing ever. But you know what that did? That got me to where I am right now. Like, because it was like the butterfly effect. Because I had this dream that God gave me for this doll, I went on to become an author. And I went on to become a business consultant for Rugged Small Business Development Center at King University. I went on to become a publisher of a newspaper. I went on to have a TV show. I went on to have a radio show. So all of these things are because he gave me that dream. I wasn't afraid to step out and do it. And it led me down this path for the last 21 years. So whatever your dream is, whatever your great dream is, dream it and do it. Do it. Don't be afraid. Step out on faith, baby. Let me tell you something. This is the most rewarding thing I've ever done. Has it been tough? Yes, it has. I'm not going to lie. But it's also brought me great rewards. When my mom was going through cancer, I was able to go through all of her treatment with her without worrying about, oh my God, I got to call out sick. Oh my God, they're going to fire me. I didn't have to worry about that. She did 33 days of radiation straight. There's no job would have allowed me to do that. They probably told me to take FMLA or something like that. But I didn't have to worry about that because I had this dream, and this dream led me down this path of freedom. Because that's what I've gotten. So much freedom. Freedom to move about. Tomorrow I have a crazy schedule. I have to do the show. I have to take my daughter to the airport. I have to then come back and take my uncle to get blood work. I gotta come back and do my show. Then take my uncle to get blood work. Then I have to go pick my niece up from the airport. Then I have to come back and have a meeting. Then I have to go to the doctor. Then I gotta come back and have 2 more meetings. That's, to me, is freedom. Sounds like a lot to you probably, but to me it's freedom. So my path down my journey has been freedom because I had a dream and I stepped out on that dream. And my dream is going to outlive me. Those dolls will be around when I'm dead and gone. They will. Unless somebody find all of them and set them on fire or something, they'll still be out here in the world. They're going to outlive me. Somebody is holding a Deja, Dina, or Dawn in their house right now. And I know they are because I sold it to them. So every great dream begins with a dreamer. Listen, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for being here with me, spending the last 58 minutes with me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent with me, and I appreciate you so much. If you missed the episode, go back to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to the past episodes. I did some great entrepreneur interviews and some great community interviews this weekend on Saturday, so go listen to those interviews. I know you probably missed them because it was Saturday, so you probably was not thinking about listening to me because I'm normally off the air on Thursday, but I was on the air live Saturday broadcasting for about 4 hours from the Get Connected Parents Expo. Check out those interviews over at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Also, support the show by buying a Good Morning Gwinnett t-shirt. Just click on shop and pick any one of those shirts you want. I'm going to be adding some new designs there shortly because I like to try to, I always talk about I want to be artistic. I'm not, but I can come up with something cute, I think, when it comes to a t-shirt. And again, thank you so much. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Until next time, y'all, make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in daily at 9 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you missed an episode, go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to catch up. If you like this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the show now and share it with your friends.